Okay, so one thing I forgot to mention in this video was that you can also use skill cats to skill up a champion or a hero. So essentially, this right here acts as a all-around, doesn't matter the rarity, doesn't matter the champion, skill up. So it's like a mystery dupe or a universal duplicate, so to speak, so that you can upgrade skills on champions that you don't have duplicates of. Say you have a light and dark hero or a Nat 5 that you can't get a duplicate of, or you haven't been able to pull one, or multiples. You can save those skill cats for that. So now to get one, you can get them a multitude of different ways. There's a lot of them given away in rewards for doing quests and that sort of thing in the game. The number one way I would recommend is to save up your arena tokens here, your arena medals, and you can purchase them in the honor shop once a week. You can get one skill cat for 180 honor tokens. But yeah, that pretty much covers it, and back to the rest of the video. Welcome back, everybody. Spawn here with another Calibria Crystal Guardians video. Today we're going to talk about Windwalker and skilling up champions. So for the first, real quick, I do want to show where I get. So you're going to go to battle here. So if you look at the adventure mode here, or the campaign, so say I go to Blackpool Hills and I want to see what champions or what heroes actually drop from this stage. I hit this little eye up at the top. It will show me that Windwalker and Forest Treant will drop from this stage over time. I don't know what the percentage is at the moment for that, but that's how you can get really quick skill ups on farmable champions. So you can just look through the campaign, see if that champion drops, and if it does, you can farm right there, and over time you will collect a bunch of them, and that's how I've gotten Windwalker so many. But so we're gonna go to heroes now, and you're gonna select skills. So like I said, I'm gonna go over Windwalker as well. So my Windwalker isn't the greatest. She's pretty tanky. She's got an additional 19k HP. She's not as fast as I would like. She's actually only at 169 speed. Which I want to get her faster, but if I go to skills here, this is the main thing we're going to be talking about today. So I'm going to pull up the skill tree. Her A1 is Whirlwind. Spin a small vortex at an enemy to deal 355% of attack and damage, 75% chance to slow the target for 2 turns, which is good. So she's got basically a decreased speed on her A1, which is awesome. It slows the energy regen of your opponent, and it allows you to take more moves before they can go, as long as your team is fast enough. So her A2, the one that I've been using, is restore 15% HP and 100% of energy to an ally. So what this does is allows for spot healing and gives that champion another turn right away. You can also use Chinook, which unleashes a blast of warm air that restores 25% of an ally's HP, recover 15% of own HP for the next 2 turns, which is pretty good. That actually allows for the recovery. It also allows for you to skill up to an additional 30% HP on top of the 25%, so it totals out at 55% HP restored. And then, actually, that's the recovery rate. So that's going to be this 15%. So it's actually going to be up to 45%. And you can also reduce the cooldown. It is a 4-turn cooldown, so you can bring it down to 3, which is pretty nice. Same thing here, you can increase the recovery. But if we go to the A3 here, we got Wind's Blessing. This is one of the reasons I really, really like her. It's an AoE energy increase. So she grants 30% additional energy to all allies and hastes them for 3 turns. It increases the speed and grants 30% energy. So it gives them a little boost, and then it lets them go, gives them additional turn meter, essentially. You can also reduce this cooldown to 3 turns. You can reduce cooldown by skilling up, and we're going to go over that here in just a second. So she also has a passive. When healing an ally with less than 50% HP, there's a 70% chance to erase all of their negative status effects and grant them immunity, which can be increased to 100%. And you have another passive. When healing an ally with less than 50% HP, 35% chance increase heal effect by 50%, and grant them immunity for 2 turns. So, and that can also be increased by 30%. I've actually been using her in her default configuration here, and she's been doing very well. I've been enjoying that. I have evolved her and sanctified her, and with the sanctification, I have another video that when I went over the sanctification and I used her as the example, but increase base HP by 15%, give her an additional boost to make her a little bit tankier, and increase heal effect of all own healing skills by 20%. Since she is a healer, that does help out in the long term, gives her a little bit more of a useful buff. But so when it goes to skill up, you're going to hit info here. So I want to try to upgrade one of these skills, so I'm going to hit enhance. You're going to have to use a copy of the champion that you have. So I have a spare Windwalker here. And then you can prioritize the upgrade of these skills. So these 3 are going to be in priority. So if I switch them, I can swap this one out and attempt to prioritize the upgrade. So these skills are going to be upgraded before the other ones. And then I just hit enhance here. So you are going to use Kalianite here to do this. We're going to hit enhance. And boom, give it a second, it'll pop up. We got level 4 on the Gale, which is the A2 here. And so if I go back now, we can see what that actually did. So it increased the HP recovery by another 10%. So one more skill book in this one, and it'll be fully maxed, and it'll have a reduced cooldown. It'll be 3 turns. So yeah, that pretty much covers skilling up a champion and a brief rundown of Windwalkers. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you like this content, please remember to like, subscribe, and comment. It really does help me out. Lets me put out more content like this. Also, I do stream on Twitch pretty regularly over at twitch.tv/vapespawn. Link is in the description. Also, come join us on Discord. It's a bunch of like-minded people who like to enjoy these sorts of games. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Peace.